Hi, if you like the video, please remember to subscribe.
Hi everybody, just wanted to do a kind of an addition to the David Bailey backdrop style portrait photography video I did the other day, and that was by basically just doing some normal style portraits as well, rather than doing the black and white ones, just to kind of give you an idea of how you can transform the look of your photographs even at home, just with the addition of a white backdrop. Because what you can see here, this is kind of a typical British kind of lounge or front room, very, very cramped indeed. And you can see kind of by the photograph I took earlier that it's difficult to get rid of the distractions, even though I'm trying to get the camera nice and far back, so that I can kind of blur my background by using a longer lens. I'm kind of limited. I can't move the subject's chair really any closer to the camera, because that will mean that my focal length will be too short, and that's not very flattering. And so there, if we kind of look this way, we can see the background there with the chair and the pictures is going to be distracting in the photo. There isn't really much I could do. Sure, I could strip everything out of the room, but you know, in the real world, we can't do that. And then what you can see is here we've got my some main light there with the shoot-through umbrella. I've got a reflector there just to give a bit of fill, and there's, I guess, what you would call a hair light in the middle at the back. There it is, that one there, which is flashing. They're all working on optical slaves. So a tricky situation, a really common one that you'll probably come across, where it's just like you haven't got enough room. You know, my lovely lady wife likes to fill our house with nice things, and it means that there isn't a bare wall in the place. But with the addition of a simple white backdrop, we can really start to transform the look of our photos. So let's add the backdrop and then see what we can come up with. Okay, so we've added the simple white backdrop now. Now, if you've watched the David Bailey video, you know about this one, but this basically is an old slide or film projector screen that I picked up really cheap at a car boot sale, and it is super reflective and super effective for turning what is a very, very small space through the magic of the camera into a studio space almost. Now, I've got it set up at the moment with a chair, and as you can see, it transforms the photo. You know, have a look at this one, and you can then start to play around. What you'll notice is my kind of fill flash at the back, my hair flash is now pointing towards the backdrop, and I've fired off a few tests and increased the power on that baby so that the background goes pretty much all white, blows out, and then we've still got my fill light here, and then we've got my I've got my reflector with a little bit of fill there, and obviously I've got my pop-up flash, which is providing me fill in the face there. So this is a kind of a real kind of basic setup. There's lots of, you could even call it sort of a high-key portrait, because of the fact there is so much light going into the situation. But we can move things around, but again, it's just a bit tricky because we haven't got much space. But let's move our main light around and see how we can get like maybe a slightly different look. And here is I've moved the main light sort of up above the camera to give a more of a direct picture, more of a direct kind of fill across me. I've still got there we go. I've still got my reflector there, and then we've still got the backdrop there, and then there's my light blowing off the backdrop to make it go white out. That can give you a slightly different look. And then what you can also do is, if you turn off that, you kind of get a little bit of a halo around for kind of a more of a Terry Richardson type of look to the photographs. So there we go. We've looked at kind of two basic studio setups where you can turn a very, very small cramped room into one where the photographs look like they were taken in a significantly bigger space, simply with the addition of a white backdrop. And really, after that, you know, the world is your oyster. It's up to you how you want to experiment with the positions of your reflectors, your backlights, your main lights and your fills to get lots of different looks for your photos. This technical part is just really the beginning, and obviously the most important thing when it comes to taking portraits, and I'm really sorry if I had to put up with just pictures of me this time, is how you interact with your subject. Get them to smile, to bring out their character, to get them to act a little bit, if you like, to make the pictures interesting. So there we go. I hope that was useful, because I know we often struggle with turning our living spaces into places where we can take photography. We'd all like to have a separate photo studio, but that just isn't practical. And this kind of thing get space where there really wasn't any before. Any questions or comments, please put them down below. If you've got any things you'd like me to cover in future videos, just let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit like. If you want to see more, press subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.